Hello, Marcus. Could you please give us some details of this fact-finding mission that took place last week to Ceuta?
Thanks very much for your question. The Commission is very closely following what is happening in and around Ceuta, and we continue to be fully engaged at all levels to ensure the security of the Union's borders. The priority is now for the Spanish and for the Moroccan authorities to maintain control of the situation and to ensure the swift return of all those who illegally remain in Ceuta. We have notably seen good results of this cooperation over the weekend when new legal attempts to cross the border were effectively prevented and when the integrity of the borders were preserved. An important element in prevention and deterrence, and that's something I really want to underline, is that the Commission's work with the platforms and fact-checkers to counter criminal networks spreading disinformation and to strengthen the fight against migrant smuggling. And on the latter, several accounts linked to the smuggling have been closed. Now, looking ahead, it's important to underline a couple of points. The Commission continues to stand ready to support both financially, that means, for example, when it comes to border infrastructure, and also when it comes to deploying our agencies, Frontex, Europol, and the Asylum Agency. All agencies are ready to provide further support if requested. Now, last week's technical level mission, you will remember we have debriefed you already a little bit last week, gathered information of the needs on the ground, notably on the several thousand people who are still in Ceuta, including an important number of unaccompanied minors. Now, the situation on the ground is evolving, and both national and local authorities are taking measures. It's a challenging situation on the ground, including for the citizens of Ceuta. And in this regard, we welcome yesterday's announcement by the Spanish authorities to increase reception capacity to address the humanitarian situation of irregular migrants. We also take note of the statements of the Moroccan authorities that they are ready to take back all those who arrived illegally to Ceuta, including unaccompanied minors. And in this context, it's also important, and we take note of the statements by the Spanish Minister of Interior and the Spanish Minister of Foreign Affairs that no one who is staying illegally in Ceuta will be transferred to mainland Spain. We continue to stress that the expectation is that all those who remain in Ceuta illegally will be returned. Now, the Commission will continue to follow the situation closely. We continue to stand ready to provide further EU support to help address the situation, as we have offered from day one.
It's a question on Schengen suspension by Italy, because yesterday Foreign Minister Tajani said that they still haven't decided whether to reopen it after August. And it depends on how the situation in Ceuta will evolve. That's what he said, because the situation remains worrying. Have you received any requests from the Italian government to get this data, this evidence that you're collecting in your fact-finding mission that could help Italy to inform their decisions?
On the Schengen point. So, you know, we have received notifications from both Italy and Spain for the temporary reintroduction of internal controls with a duration of 1 month, so meaning until the beginning of September. You also know, and we've told you about this, Commissioner Bruna has been in close and regular contact with both the Spanish and the Italian authorities, including the interior ministers. So now we're talking here about controls that are limited in time, as confirmed by both sides. This is where we stand at the moment. I have nothing to add at the moment.
On the issue of sanctions, after the comments from HRVP, can you flesh out any details about what we can expect in the next sanctions package? And after the issues getting the 21st round over the line, how much confidence is there that expectations can be in line with reality? Thank you.
Thank you. This is a quite broad line, what we want to do, and also as the HRVP has mentioned also in her most recent tweet, is that we are working now on putting another proposal on more sanction listing against Russia. We will not be able, though, to go into the full detail of what the sanctions will contain, because this is still under preparation.
And if you could give us some update how Commission is helping Baltic states with deterrence, especially how those Eastern Flank Watch and drone wall projects are moving? Are there any concrete timeline, budget, list of capabilities already funded or deployed?
So what I'm going to do is to refer back to the what we call the European Defence Projects of Common Interest, which we launched in July 2026. We are backing this with an investment of 325 million euros. So what will happen here is that these collaborative industrial projects are designed to turn shared priorities into jointly developed capabilities, notably, as I say, on drones, counter-drones, and the eastern flank. They are open to EU member states, but also to Norway and Ukraine. Now, more concretely, there are two projects that I want to underline. One is the Eastern Flank Watch, which is going well beyond drones. So it covers a range of capabilities, be it counter mobility, military mobility, air and missile defense systems. So for this one, we have 13 member states, Norway and Ukraine, and the indicative investment here is between 60 and 100 billion, and the timeline is 2036. Now, another key project is called Decoder. This is focused on drones. Here we have 26 EU member states. We have also Norway and Ukraine. And the indicative budget window here is between 3.5 and 5 billion euro, and the completion is by 2033.